out there that I want to recommend to you guys, some people in the real top upper echelon of their field. So today we've got this young man. So who are you? And I guess who are you?
Okay, so I'm Thomas from the BMS Web YouTube channel, and I'm the current Australian national champion. And for a little bit, I managed to have the multi-GP records for UTT 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And how long have you been flying for?
I've been flying RC for about 5-6 years. I've been flying multi-rotors for about the last 3 years of that, and racing for the last 2 years.
But it looks like this kid's been racing like he was born racing. This is one of the... I've just been racing him around today, and we'll show you some flight footage, but this kid is like insanely fast. So Tom, how did you get into the hobby?
The RC, I guess I was mainly influenced by my dad, who also flies. A big influence for me was the channel RC Powers, and they used to do park jets. And then from there, one of our friends told us about this crazy thing he saw called a tricopter. This is JB I'm talking about. And he ended up making one a few months later, and then from then on in, we got hooked.
Now, one thing I'm really passionate about, I guess, is getting more people into the hobby. So what's one tip you would have for aspiring pilots or pilots who are just getting in there? What's one tip they can do that can help them get better at their flying?
Okay, probably my biggest tip would be to keep it fun. Always try and push yourself, but make sure you're enjoying it, because when you're enjoying it, it's always much better time, and you find you do progress a lot better. And just keep at it. Sometimes you won't have the best days. Other times you'll have amazing days, but just that happens to everyone, and just keep striving for more, and you'll get there.
So this is question number 4. What's your favourite thing about the hobby?
So much. I don't know where to start. Obviously, the people, the community in this hobby is amazing. I don't think there's many other communities on the planet that are quite like us, and these things are awesome. Just, I guess, the speed you can get out of these things, and obviously feeling like you're godly as you're flying through gates and stuff like that. There's really no feeling quite like it.
If you're not flying around, you definitely need to experience it, because it's a lot of fun. All right, and then this is the last question, and this is where I've made up this week's one, but Thomas is going to have a question for the next time I do this video. So the question I've made up for him today is, what's your I can't talk properly, biggest success or biggest hardship in the hobby? One or the other you can talk about.
My biggest success would probably be the AU Nationals, and having everything somehow come together between the new frame for the Helix being rolled out on the day, working with T-Motor and Impulse RC, and just having everything work out really well and have a really good race. It was probably one of my most successful races, and by far one of the most enjoyable. Hardships, I mean, I know I enjoy the whole thing so much. I mean, it's difficult, but it's always fun, so I have no clue.
It's hard to have a bad day.
It is really hard, yeah.
These
These are insane. Bad day, good day. It's always awesome, especially when you get the footage.
Anyway, I just want to give a massive shout out to BMS Web. I'll leave a link down in the comments below to Paul and Tom, because they do a great job. Heaps of useful information down there. But what we're going to do now, we're going to put some packs through these, rip around our quads, and hopefully I'll try and keep up. So it should be very interesting. I'm super excited, so let's cut down to some flight footage. But other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying. Alright, let's do it. Alrighty, so I'm flying around on my Chameleon, and I think Tom is racing the 5-inch Helix, and of course this is on the UAV Futures test track. And at the start here, we're just sort of chasing around, getting some flight footage, and this is when I really started to notice that Tom is probably toying with me, because I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah, a little bit quicker here, or a little bit quicker there, and in about a second, one little blip, and he was also in front. So he was so quick, and especially on this over and under, it was amazing to watch. I was absolutely in awe of his flying skills. So this is just us sort of floating around. I'm probably trying to go, trying to keep up a little bit, but it was totally effortless for Tom. And one thing I want to point out as well, I fly this track all the time. Like, this is the UAV Futures test track. This is usually a little track I set up if I want to test how a quad is going. And this was like maybe Tom's 3rd or 4th pack or anything like that. So I definitely had a massive home ground advantage, and it became apparent in a few little clips that you'll see later on. It became very, very difficult for me to even keep up, let alone see him on the screen. Nice little crash there into the bushes. Righty, so I think here, this was just another tiny little clip. Tom was going to come past in a second, and look at his quad's acceleration. It is just totally out of there. I was like, okay, maybe he punched over the top, but no, straight away he was inside again. And I found in this day of racing, the only place where I really could make a small amount of ground was coming through this part right here, this sort of little tunnel through the bushes. and that was because I was so used to the course. The rest of it, Tom was just out and away. Like, I thought, yes, maybe I'll have a little bit of a straight, but no, he was so quick on that over and under, and all through here, his quad was so powerful. Definitely some serious skills, and right here, I think I made a bit of a boo-boo here, so I tumbled into the back. Now here's where things start to pick up a little bit actually. We started to stop chasing, stop doing the chase footage and trying to do some races, and Tom's takeoffs are phenomenal. He felt like he was like 50 metres away before I'd even sort of left the starting plate. So here, this is where I think we were both sort of going for it. Well, I know I was going for it. Maybe Tom was just cruising around, because I was really trying to push it, and it took a long time until, you know, until I could sort of catch up to him a little bit, or at least find him in my sights, because he had such a big jump off that start line. And you got to remember, like, this is my track, and he was absolutely thrashing it. So it was fantastic to see another pilot ripping it around the course, and as fast as he was, I was in total awe. So this was probably one of my luckier flights, or one of my more streamlined flights, and I think Tom should be coming into picture sometime soon, because he is out there. I'm just working. I can just hear him. There he is. You can sort of see him. I'm just working my quad as hard as I can, trying to push it around. And that was that one place where I sort of could overtake him a little bit, but that was because it might have been like his 6th or 7th battery right there. But by the end of the day, and I'm going to show you some footage soon, I couldn't even keep up with him. I couldn't even see him again once he'd left that start line. So I think Tom might have crashed out on this one, unluckily, and I'll bring it in for a landing, and then we're going to see the real magic. Well, I might even just let some music roll. Who knows what's going to happen, because I tried my hardest on this next round, and I can tell Tom did as well, and he just disappeared. Like, from when he disappeared off the start line, he was totally gone. So let's cut that to that now. It might seem a little bit boring to you guys, because it's just going to be my feed that you'll be seeing, but Tom, just look at this takeoff. Like, from the get-go, he just totally disappears. So I think it's, I don't even know when the countdown is, but there we go. It's like full on 90 degrees off the takeoff, or very, very close. And you can just see him, he's just disappearing a little bit by little bit. I'm trying to push it as much as I can, like this is on the limits of my skill levels. But for Tom, yeah, he was just gone. It was so impressive to see such a young, talented pilot. I was really in awe, and yeah, I learned a lot from him. So I just want to give a shout out to those guys for coming down for the day. Had an absolute blast, and if you're watching this video, definitely go check out Tom and Paul on BMS Web. There'll be a link down below, because they do some fantastic stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video anyway, and this is sort of like a new little series I might want to start, so I'm just sort of testing it. So let me know down in the comments below, what did you think about this, sort of interviewing some of the top pilots and the top people in our industry, and sort of sharing the knowledge that they have, and asking them some of their questions, and sort of, yeah, do they have any secrets, or what is it that, you know, makes them so good or sets them apart? Just getting their insights into the quad world. Anyway, we don't see Tom again because he's totally disappeared and he's probably about to lap me, but subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel and check out these videos, and I'm also going to leave a little link here to my Patreon page, because I've got some fantastic Patreon supporters and I like to give back to them as well. So if you want to join the UAV Futures family, there's things like bonus Velcro straps, little bundles of FPV goodies and things like that that also get sent out. Anyway, happy flying.
Verbal, oh verbal,
I must get away.
a beach house,
A cabin, a great place to stay.
verbal, oh verbal, please search through your list and find us a place today.
This one had a deck,
And we grilled up some beef, a dog-friendly place would be a real. We'll book it right now, it feels like our own. Our perfect vacation home.
Find exclusive vacation homes that match you with Verbo.
I feel a bad pain.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
You know what? Okay,
We'll see how
let's
good you
see.
are.
I'm gonna show you how it's done. It's in the hips, D. It's in the hips.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
I'm going to Chi-Town.
Chicago?
And in the face.
Oh!
Alright. We need a video less than 15 minutes, so we got to keep her under 15 minutes. Maybe we can get a